Since there's nothing wrong with it, you can buy it on mobile. Sorry for any formatting issues. My SUV was throwing error codes, so we took it to the dealership to have them look at it. They informed us that the computer just needed a reset and everything was good. We didn't believe them. So when we went to pick it up, my husband drove it around the parking lot, and just as we suspected, it was driving awful and now making a horrible noise. So we went back inside and told them they're wrong and to fix it properly. Several days later they called us back to say that they figured it out and it was definitely fixed. Now, something to do with the transfer case. And a $2,000 bill later we're told it's fixed and we won't have any further issues. Great. I drive it away and I get error codes again. By this point we're beyond frustrated because this vehicle just keeps costing us money and is being nothing but issues for the past year or so. So we take it to the dealership and tell them we'd like to sell it. The lady evaluating it asks us if there's anything wrong with it, and I inform her that I just picked it up from your service department earlier today and they told us that it works perfectly. She takes the keys and goes out to look at it, comes back in and asks about flashing lights and some weird things. We agree with her and let her in on the story. We walk over to the service desk and inform them that their sales department won't buy it because there's something wrong with it. So why does the service department keep telling us that there's nothing wrong with it? He went so red and immediately went to speak with his manager. They ended up having to call the vehicle engineers to figure out how to fix it, and we only had to pay cost on the part that apparently what would actually fix it. It was something to do with a computer, something that needs replacing after the transfer case goes. I can't say for certain if it was finally fixed or not because the day I picked it up I traded it in for a different make. Sounds like it might have been a Jeep. Gotta love auto dealers. I had a Highlander hybrid. If I didn't drive it for 34 days the starting battery would die. Took it to the dealer we bought it from. They said there was no problem with the car or the battery. We played this game for months until we finally traded it in. Right after we traded it in I read about a switch that would supposedly disconnect the starter battery, then toggle to reconnect it. I went back to the dealer, asked a salesman to see the old car which was sitting on their lot for sale. No switch. And since the car had been there for a week or so it wouldn't start. The salesman said, "Seems like your car has a problem." I smiled and said, "Not my car. Guess it is the dealer's problem." The reverse Uno card. Well played. I was on vacation in a Dodge Durango. Suddenly driving down the freeway, it just shut off. I pulled over and after a few minutes it started up again. 10 minutes after that it died again. By now we were near a Dodge dealer. So we went in. $200 for a diagnostic. Then another $200 to clean the fuel injectors. And we were back on the road. A few days later we were on the way home when it died again. Waited a few minutes and it started up. By now furious for spending $400 that did nothing to solve the problem. We made it home and went to a local shop. Not a Dodge dealer. I explained the issue and right away he knew what was wrong. He said the crankshaft sensor was failing. So the computer thinks the crankshaft is not spinning and it cuts the fuel supply. He replaced the sensor for $100 and I never had a problem again. Now I will not go to a dealer unless it is a confirmed warranty issue. We love our Kia Sorento for this reason. Stuff happens, they fix it right away. They bought crankcase bearings from a manufacturer that turned out to be defective. Put out a warranty recall on all engines with said bearings. Our engine went out right about the same time we got the recall letter. Since we were out of a vehicle they bumped us to the front of the list at the local dealer. And gave us a brand new model as a loaner for 3 weeks while they got the engine block and fixed it. Zero cost to us. They even paid for the tow to their shop. The new engine came with a lifetime warranty on the short block. They sued the manufacturer, and so did Hyundai and Subaru, who also bought bearings from them. That manufacturer went out of business. Probably going to get another Kia when this one eventually dies. Love it. Bought a new car in November. Has computer, chips, software, radar, cameras, etc. Got a warranty for 10 years on all the electronics. Having a computer at work, I know not to trust those things. Had similar experience with my wife's last car. Twice in 2 months. It left her stranded somewhere as it wouldn't shift into gear. Engine light comes on. The whole works. Both times. They were unable to replicate it in the shop or figure out what was wrong. So they reset the computer and sent us on our way. So we started shopping. Found a vehicle she liked. At same dealership. So we started the process to buy it. Wife kept asking, "Are you sure we don't need to tell saleswoman about the problems?" I told her the service department has had the vehicle twice. And both times sent you down the road with a vehicle that wasn't fixed and couldn't be trusted. If they are okay with that, their sales department can take it up with them when it does it again after we trade it in. Sounds a lot like when I went with my husband's ex-wife to a dealership to get her truck fixed. They tried telling her it was this, that and the other. Nothing covered by her warranty. Her introducing me. I'm a 39-year-old female with a military background in mechanics and grew up around cars. They quickly changed their tune when I gave him the paperwork that I printed off my OBD reader with a small smile of "I dare you to lie again." It took a week, but the truck was fixed and ran like a top after that. Yes, it was a Ford cold sweat smile. This is more American than fireworks on the 4th of July. It's funny how flat-out lies and underhand tricks are an expected part of legitimate businesses when they should be illegal. Did they refund your $2,000? As somebody who was a dealer tech for a lot of years, if you pick up a car from repairs and it's not working, go right back in and demand the service manager drive it. The tech who fixed it the first time is gonna try again. And they'll be doing it for free while the manager begs you not to torch them in the reviews. At least that's my experience. I'm gonna do what is called a pro gamer mover. We walk over to the service desk and inform them that their sales department won't buy it because there's something wrong with it. So why does the service department keep telling us that there's nothing wrong with it? He went so red and immediately went to speak with his manager. Mopar, don't go too far. Stupid manufacturers putting stupid computers in things that don't need them. One tiny little chip in like a sunroof or the AC goes bust. And the whole system locks up and the car literally won't function until it's replaced. But it has to be shipped from the other side of the world and only a specialist for that brand is allowed to replace it, and they're very busy. Maybe you get your car back next year. Like Scotty once said, the more they overcomplicate the plumbing, the easier it is to stop of the drain. Sounds like my husband's Audi. In Spanish, J is frequently pronounced like H, e.g. jalapeno, Juarez, Juan. That brand of vehicle would be pronounced heap. It fits. Glad I'm driving a '88 Toyota pickup, no computers and almost nothing I can't fix myself. Oh, and better mileage than the newer pickups? Work truck, not a show truck. I love this. Short, simple, sweet, easy to accomplish.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.